Would you rather go buy me an engagement ring right now, or decimate everyone in that restaurant?
I could just go down to a pawn shop and buy a fake ring, so yeah, that works for me.
So you want to give me a fake ring?
If it involves getting out of killing people, yes.
So is there a reason that you don't want to propose to me?
Because we've just gone on our first date.
Oh, and what's the problem?
Any of you watching this, if you don't see the problem either, I'm very concerned about you.
He should get ready to start running at this point.
Oh, so now you're gonna turn my audience against me?
Girl, you have that man stressed out. He is never going on another Bumble date. Girl, leave that man alone. You are such an interesting person. I need to know what this woman looks like. He blocked you before he even got to the car door. He's deleting Bumble after this. Bro regretted swiping right so bad. The main concern in this situation is that she doesn't see any problem with her suggestion. Where in the world would you expect someone who just met you to take this step? I guess the wall is getting closer, and that's the reason why she doesn't want to wait for another day. It's like an emergency at this point. He needs to block her and, if possible, change his car in case she has another brilliant idea. One thing we know for sure is that he is going to be traumatized by this experience and probably will never go on another Bumble date again. Being asked to buy an engagement ring on a first date is insane on its own, but when she added the other option, it made the whole situation more interesting. From the moment she suggested it, I bet he regretted taking her out, as it was clear that he got himself into a funny situation due to her abnormal behavior. It seems like she doesn't want to waste more time, but this is not the right way to find yourself a husband. But I hope she understands why it was an uncomfortable situation for him, and I know she wouldn't appreciate it if a guy she met for the first time was telling her about the life plan he has for them. This is not the right approach when it comes to finding your significant other, and this is how she lost her opportunity of a second date. I found an interesting question in the comment section. The person who wrote it didn't understand why he redirected his attention to her followers. Why he addressed the audience? That was a good question, but since she was recording, he already knew this video would be posted somewhere for her followers, and that's why he took this opportunity to get their opinion. He knows they will have a lot to say about how he conducted himself.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
Well, I feel like there should be like a minimum, but not a most. Because like, if you want to go, beyond, that's on you. But like a minimum, I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200, a minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does the man get in return for that?
My presence.
But aren't you having his presence within you already?
I had to know. I mean,
She was even confused with her own argument, and that's why she got lost when trying to explain the reason a man should pay just to go on a date with her.
I hear you, but no. No. I mean, like, I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Yeah. Because
minimum.
Yeah. Because you invited me out.
Just because you have to do your makeup?
Because I have to... Okay.
I have to pay $200 because you used products you bought for yourself? I have to pay $200 for someone who will use those products either way. Make it make sense. Because she used all her products. And I bet that's why she's single. And these women complain they can't seem to find true love or any good men. I can see the brain cells evaporating with every single word. She should grab a seat and relax because her argument makes no sense. Why would he pay that amount just because he's going to be on your presence? She is expecting a stranger to pay for used products she bought for herself a long ago. But we shouldn't be surprised by her expectations because many women have reported they have a lot of simps who send them money every day just for nothing. So it explains where her delusion comes from. She will get a reality check from the moment she meets a confident man who wouldn't pay his date just to talk to her. It will show her another reality of dating. Why should her date pay for a product she would have used regardless of whether she was on a date with him? Did she forget he also had some expenses to make himself presentable? Hopefully, she is considering paying for it. No wonder she still wasn't able to find a partner. With her mindset, I know her dating scene isn't going well, as there aren't many guys willing to pay for his date beauty maintenance product.
What's a red flag in a guy?
A red flag in a guy is when he doesn't pay for your meals.
And then why do you think so?
I just think that we deserve a little bit better and that my meals should be paid for.
Would you want him to pay for all the meals?
Absolutely.
So you want the more masculine male figure?
Yes, I do.
And then what would you bring to the table if he's paying for all the meals?
I would bring my personality, my good looks, my amazing creativity. I would bring so many other things.
My sister, if you cannot feed yourself, don't fall in love. Relationship is not a restaurant.
So we would need to pay for your time? Relationships are give and take, not just take. She brings personality. What kind of mentality is this? Pay for your food. At least most of it. It's not his responsibility if you're not a full-time housewife. That's some expensive personality. Unless it's a second or third date, you shouldn't expect a man to pay for your meal, as he would be a stranger at that point. Why would you expect someone who barely knows you to feed you? If you are not in a position to pay for your own food, you better spend your free time trying to find a way to increase your finances, as it's a better strategy. If he decided to pay for it, it means you got lucky, but it shouldn't be a requirement. This is the reason a lot of people end up not being happy with what they have. They get into the dating scene with the wrong mindset, then they get surprised when things don't go as they expected. Since this is her expectation for the guy she meets, what will she bring to that union? A lot of people have a long list of what they want without taking into consideration what they have to offer in return.
I don't particularly think I'm bad looking, all right? I have a job, I pay my phone bill, but no one wants to date me. And the answer is not that my standards are too high, because I've dated 3 rats in a trench coat just because they wanted to take me out to dinner one time. So what's wrong with me? Why?
I'm convinced it's a global issue for us girlies. A guy without a bed frame ghosted me. I feel this in my soul. I pay my phone bill. I have this conversation with myself daily. Because you're too good for them. I'm the same. All these people finding love, but here I am. We know in our current society one of the biggest reasons modern women are struggling with dating and relationships is due to their high standards and unrealistic expectations. But since this isn't her case, we have to look at another possibility, which could be the fact that men are no longer willing to engage in dating and relationship as we used to. This is not a singular case, and I know most of us already saw a few videos of women complaining about the same matter. Most of them are fairly attractive, and we know they don't have an issue attracting men, but when we have a society where guys are not willing to get themselves in a committed relationship, there is nothing that their attractiveness can do about it. They will not be able to get what they want. It was a bit funny when she mentioned the things she does for herself, as if those things would make any difference when it comes to what men find attractive when looking for a partner. I wasn't surprised when I saw the comment section of her video loaded with other women expressing the same concern. Most of them stated that they have been struggling with the same issue.
What's the most simp thing that a guy has done for you?
Oh, I'm going to New York on Monday with a guy that I barely know, and he got us the helicopter ride for 45 minutes over New York, and I barely talked to him.
You a simp! Is there any chance something happens?
He's really nice. I'm trying, but I'm not. I've literally I'm trying. Okay, you want to do that for me? Cool. But honestly,
I'm not gonna.
I don't trust men.
Stop the cap. Why don't you trust men?
My ex,
What?
my friends, everybody I know.
Was your ex like a thug or like a street dude or what was?
He's a felon, but he's also 10 years older than me.
You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
So in 2024, y'all still going for felons?
No, not anymore. I'm good. The new guy, he does therapy.
Would y'all ever give a nerdy guy a chance?
Yes, that he is.
You not f***ing with him though. You just said that.
Okay, but I might after.
After a whole helicopter ride around New York?
Yeah. But
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
This is the end of our video, and I truly hope you like it.
We will be back tomorrow with another one. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out.